What's up, y'all? Oh, we back in this journey, bro. It's crazy. Ugh. Yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, a lot has changed. I'm in my own crib. See what I'm saying? And we're gonna do a new series. This right here is gonna be called. Painting. Hold on. Let me not tell y'all the wrong name because sometimes my mind be all over the place. This right here is gonna be called Painting and Pondering with PALFOI. Right? Painting and Pondering with PALFOI. Sorry. Y'all gonna sit with me while I ponder and paint. And we're gonna talk about topics that that I feel like is necessary for me sometimes. And this is the painting so far. And I'm gonna have to show y'all at the end what it looked like, how much progress we got at the end of this. So the first topic I think we should talk about is dopamine and serotonin. And I'm gonna tell you why. Or doing anything really, long-term commitments. So dopamine is basically like instant gratification, as in serotonin is delayed gratification. And I'm gonna talk about this today because we know that instant gratification is something that's marketed so much not in today's society. And I want to go ahead and just talk about it like as in social media. Why do we wake up and the first thing we do is grab our phone? Because it gets our mind jumping. You see what I'm saying? We looking at stuff like we over here communicating with people through an app and without having to actually do the work to actually talk. And that's what dopamine is. You don't have to do work to activate dopamine for it. You know what I'm saying? It's just a reward thing. Like your dopamine rushes when you eat something sweet, when you have sex and watch porn. Like it could be anything. You know what I mean? As in where serotonin, that delayed gratification, like it's insane. Like you have to stay committed to feel the real serotonin. It's almost like a natural high. You know what I mean? And genuinely, I haven't felt that natural high in a couple years. I'm not gonna lie. I've been distracted, me personally. And it's very hard to kind of get back into it for me. I can't say. But I want to also bring the fact about how dopamine is ruining kind of like connections with people. You realize people will kind of automatically assume it's greener, grass is greener on the other side, or don't care about. Basically, you treating humans less than because they're not fulfilling that need or that rush of dopamine that you're used to getting on a day-to-day basis. As soon as you feel like it's too much work or you feel like you got to put any sort of effort, it's kind of like you tend to accidentally stray away. And it's not your fault. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's just a society that we put in. You know what I'm saying? Like we got an algorithm that's never ending. We're watching videos that changes every second of the day. You know what I mean? So it's like, especially if you're Gen Z, you're watching this, it's not our fault. You know what I'm saying? It's just the society that we play in. It's the hand we was dealt. That's what they say. The hand that we was dealt. It's not our fault. It's just the hand that genuinely that we was dealt. And it's okay. It's just the hand we was dealt. And I can't say for me, I was chasing dopamine for a while since I was like young. I done tried almost every vice or everything that kind of distracts. Like that I done tried almost every instant gratification. And the most recent one was that limerence. I can't say, and we're not gonna get too deep in that. That should be a whole different video about what limerence is in general. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, instant gratification to me is the worst thing possible because you really just lose the lens of working for anything. And that's kind of why our generation tends to not value hard work anymore. You know what I'm saying? Or they say they want something, but only try for like 5 minutes and then I don't want this anymore. Just kind of move on. I don't know if y'all watched The Shah, but Bakari is a certain character. He had a book that he was writing the whole last movie. He didn't write it, he was talking about it. And then right when he seen that there was no sales, he quit. And it's like, oh, that's how it is. You know what I'm trying to say? We give up so fast when we realize it takes more work to get what we actually want. And I can't be honest. Like with me, you've seen I done lost 100-something pounds before. I gained it again, and it was kind of hard for me to lose it again because my mind was just so used to the dopamine that I was getting from the food I was eating, from the people that I was around, it's kind of like I just like I don't want to work for it no more. You see what I'm saying? And I can't say that that's a whole like it's not a good thing to truly have or a truly thing. I mean, a good thing to really be used to. But it's like it's hard to break out of it because we're used to it. Like, and so I would say try to break certain patterns, right? Try to break certain habits and try to really get that natural feeling of that serotonin. Because when I tell you the way that it feels when you actually realize that you actually can get that feeling again, you will definitely understand why that feeling is so important. Like why serotonin is such like an important thing to have. So the first things first I'm gonna say is well, not the first thing first I'm gonna say, but what I basically how to focus more on your serotonin, like how to be more proficient in like actually activating that serotonin to actually have the delayed gratification and actually put your best foot forward is avoid anything short term based, I'll say, for just for the moment. So like not short term, short term sensation, like maybe replace scrolling with learning a new fact, you know what I'm saying, or researching the topic. For me, I've been researching a lot about psychology, honestly, and that's because that was what my major was before I changed to animation. Like I just love seeing how the human brain works. I also read a lot about theology as well, and that's just genuinely because I love seeing the history of like different, religions, this and the third. It just gives me a good more insight about what I'm actually taking in. You dig what I'm saying? I also want to say, I also want to say that instant gratification actually increases the laziness in people too, because it's like you work less of wanting to get information though. You see what I'm saying? Like you'll conform to somebody else's truth because you're just too lazy to get it. So you feel the release of like learning something and you're just like, oh, I think that's the truth. And that's kind of how like rumors happen, because you don't even know what is truly you reading or learning, but you're just gonna run with it because somebody else, you feel like they're a reliable source and you're just too lazy to go look at it yourself. You gotta get rid of that. You gotta get rid of that before it takes over your life. And I can't say that chasing that dopamine can ruin relationships, it can ruin everything. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like people don't even realize it. That's why people are so quick to give up. They don't treat people like human because they're not scratching that itch that they're used to from TikTok, movies, YouTube, so much stuff. You know what I mean? And another way to kind of increase your serotonin is also working out. I say for me, when the times I was the most consistent in the gym, I would feel so naturally like high, like the world felt. It felt like there was nothing I couldn't like conquer. You know what I mean? And I feel like I would want everybody to kind of get that feeling at least once in their life, because it is such a grandiose feeling. Like I still sit there and think about the summer of 24, because like that's when I was genuinely the most profound in my serotonin. And also you can't take a break from the marijuana and the liquor for a while, because it kind of definitely takes away from that. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it's like you kind of, I say, messing up your brain with it a bit, but just take a break for a while. I mean, I'm not saying give up on it, of course, but you give it a break so you can actually feel the natural sensation that you're carrying. You know what I'm saying? Stop just going out to the outside sources to give you a feeling of, it's an illusion sometimes. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I would say sometimes alcohol can be confidence, but I think it's a false sense of confidence, because once it wears off, you're not confident anymore. As in where you got the serotonin, you're constantly trying to be confident, you're committed to it, and then all of a sudden it's like you could feel the confidence actually starting to rate. But I could have a whole another video about confidence as well. And another way I can definitely say is sunlight. We don't get enough sunlight as a whole, as a collective. Want cell phones. Actually, I kind of bring a little bit of, I ain't gonna blame COVID, but COVID is kind of where a lot of people tend to, oh, well, I don't really need to go anywhere. That's why oh my gosh, instant gratification through DoorDash. You don't have to leave your home to even just get you some ice cream to make you feel good, or you know what I'm saying? You don't have to leave your home to do anything to get that feeling at all anymore. You know what I'm saying? So like, all that stuff is like, You have to really reprogram everything that you're used to, almost everything, because you start to feel that, like when you start feeling that delayed, like this basically any like, you'll feel the difference after like experiencing it so much. You'll really start to understand and feel like, oh, this is what it feels like. It's not gonna happen. Serotonin isn't gonna happen overnight. Like you're not gonna feel the increase of it overnight. Sometimes, because it's like it's literally a commitment. You know what I'm saying? Like but we don't commit anything as a generation anymore. You know what I'm saying? As soon as the going gets tough, we give up. So that's kind of where our levels is. You know what I mean? We want to see success overnight. We want to see the love of our life tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? That's why love bombing is so prominent. That's why future faking is so prominent. You know what I mean? Take some time. Like if you like somebody, next time you feel like you like somebody, don't tell them that you just want to beat them. Slow burn it. Try to genuinely get to know them on the scale of actually being their best friend first. Understand them. You know what I mean? And I get like, oh, that's not fast enough, but you're going to appreciate it in the future. You know what I'm saying? I also want to talk about another way to kind of like increase your serotonin. Really, y'all, look more in the mirror. You need to really face who you are, because sometimes a lot of people don't know who they are. Sometimes I don't. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to sit with yourself and say, why am I running to these same cycles? Why am I, you know what I'm saying, going and why am I chasing these women only for this? You know what I'm saying? Because we start to value the feeling of things than actual people. You know what I'm saying? We value how it feel to be loved, and that's the instant gratification. But it's not even really love. It's just that feeling of being desired. You know what I mean? It's not love, because love is an action. Love is a verb to me. You know what I'm saying? It's about the sacrifices and stuff. That it's like an action. It's not a feeling, and that's kind of the society that we put ourselves in. It's kind of like, oh, we see it as just a feeling to be desirable. We want the person to love us, but we're not gonna put in no work, and that's again delayed gratification. I mean, instant gratification. You don't want to put any work in, but you want to reap all the benefits. That's that dopamine. You want your dopamine rushes to go all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So really sit back and stop expecting a reward for doing nothing. You know what I mean? And so I promise you, if you really try to go ahead and get your serotonin levels better and more focus on actually being a better you and actually commitment is the best thing possible for your serotonin levels, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest, mine didn't happen overnight. My nervous system was all out of whack when I strayed away from the dopamine and really just wanted to feel that feeling of like certain things like automatically. You know what I mean? Like truly, like right now I'm feeling, I feel it rising slowly, but I still gotta commit and not repeat old patterns. You know what I mean? And actually keep committing to the man I'm trying to be. Right? You know what I'm saying? And staying in the spot that I'm in at this moment. And it's okay to kind of miss out on certain things. Like you're not missing out sometimes. Sometimes you not going is kind of putting you at like you're not missing out on much. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you might have not been able to be with your friends this time because you wanted to not drink. Sometimes that's good. You know what I'm saying? Because you probably didn't need to. You probably would have cried or you probably would have spiraled. You know what I'm saying? You need to keep your nervous system in check. You know what I'm saying? Because when you like that dopamine, after that come down, your whole nervous system is out of whack, man. Your whole nervous system is out of whack sometimes. So really, it's just you reclaiming your brain. You know what I'm trying to say? You have to reclaim your brain and start accepting life for what it is and kind of actually commit to something for once. Even if that's just, I commit myself to drinking a cup of water every morning I wake up. Start small. It's okay. You don't have to start fast. Like everything doesn't have to happen fast. That's the first thing we have to understand. Fast living is not always the best. Fast money, fast love, fast everything is like all the fast stuff. It don't always mean it's the best. So slow down. You don't have to match every trend. You don't have to have the best. Like you just take your time. It's your pace. It's actually your world. When you realize that this is genuinely your world and that you're in control of the stuff around you, then you'll understand truly that that anybody else does matters, because it's generally your world. I'm not just saying it like, oh, it's your world, blah, 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 but like, no, like, it's genuinely your world. Like, stop. Focus on yourself. Focus on figuring out who you are. Figure out what you want to commit to. You know what I mean? Stop committing and doing things that you just see that's just around you. That's not, because at the end of the day, that might not be who you are as a person. That might not be the life, that might not be even the goals that you really want. You know what I'm saying? That's just what you see. And so that's what's just boosting your brain. It's just giving you that rush. It's just what's advertised to you. So you have to reclaim your brain and actually get rid of that dopamine for a little while, guys. You know what I'm saying? I believe in you, and let's feel that natural high, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? That's going to conclude the talking point of pondering and pain with PALFOI. You know what I'm saying? And this is dopamine and serotonin. This is how the painting looks so far after dopamine and serotonin video. You see what I'm saying? This is what it looked like so far. We still in the beginning stages. Don't worry. It's going to get built up. It's going to get built up.